64-year-old Guo Anguan comes to the construction site called Ludansun Village Shanty Quarter, which is being remodeled. He was a resident in Ludansun Village before the remodeling construction. As his job before retirement was related to real estate, he was recommended unanimously by the community to be in the supervisory group of the project.
有时会来看一下，看看进度啊，看看什么时候能够回迁啊。现在业主最关心的，第一是质量，第二是工期，期待新房子早日建成吧，建成一个环境优美、质量上乘的新的陆丹村吧。
These residential quarters were built at the end of the 1980s, being one of the earliest welfare homes. They are located at the center of Shenzhen. Due to their low construction level, as time goes by, many problems related to construction quality are revealed.
陆丹村由于当时施工单位用了海沙，海沙呢对房子的结构损坏比较厉害。过了没几年呢，就房子就出现了渗漏水、钢筋裸露。我们家的房子当时是在陆丹村里面比较严重的一栋房子。
In 2014, Ludansun was listed as a shanty quarter in Shenzhen to be renovated. After being demolished, a new Ludansun village undergoes intensified construction. To old residents like Guo Anguan, quality has always been their top concern. To ensure quality, the local government specially arranged local residents as representatives to supervise the workers involved in the project.
他也是属于专业人士，所以说他对工程建设呢，他有很多自己的观点，他会跟我们的沟通，有一些好的意见我们也会采纳，我们也会督促开发建设单位去调整或者是整改啊，他一些不足的地方。
The new Ludansun will have been completed by 2017, and their original residents can return to their new homes. There are many shanty quarters like Ludansun Village across China, which have evolved due to various historical factors. In addition, there are many villages within a city, shanty quarters inside the cities and towns, and dilapidated and dangerous buildings. These buildings are shabby and cramped, without proper kitchens or washroom facilities. And what's more, there are hidden dangers.
棚学改造的难度啊，确实存在，因为它不像一块新的土地，一张白纸可以画最新最美的图画，它是要把原来的居民房子要拆掉，还要重新盖，还要把它们安置好，这里边的这个工作难度是非常大的。
For years, how to improve the quality of life for the residents in shanty quarters has been the focus of attention of the Chinese government. However, the challenges vary from place to place.
Yeah.
比如说咱们一起看电视啊，或者是包饺子啊，一起吃饭呐、这个镜头啊。或者
Grandpa Guo, who has almost lived all his life peacefully in Benxi, Liaoning, had never thought he would become a well-known figure, being interviewed and recorded by many media.
你往后点，我这个玩意儿我真受不了。大局为重，行不，勇哥？
别瞅我，你们吃你们的。
As a representative of happy families selected by Liaoning Province, Grandpa Guo is very content with his life now.
我们搬到这以后啊，享受的要暖气有暖气，真正实现了以前的梦想。对我来讲，我自己经常看看书，上上网，看看报纸，觉得一天活得很忙，但是很高兴。 也很健康。
It has been almost 10 years since Grandpa Guo moved here. In his life, most of the time he lived in a very shabby home, less than 8 square meters.
我记着我和我爱人结婚的时候，就是压了个小偏上，连8平方米都不到。我个儿还高，搁那一躺就是头顶墙、脚顶墙，就这么个。
Grandpa Guo was a worker in Benxi's steel and iron factory. In his memory, Benxi used to be a city with roaring machines. This city, which was developed as an industrial city, was strong in the coal, steel, and iron industry, and had hundreds of thousands of workers at its prime time. Due to limited financial conditions, the homes of the workers were built by the factories in a hurry.
没有下水道，直接顺着水沟就开始排水，燃煤就形成了一些污染呐、炉渣呀，几百户居民用一个厕所，也没有集中的一个卫生设施，所以生活就是很困难。
The problems Benxi was faced with was not a rare case. Rather, it was typical of all old industrial bases. After the reform and open-up policy, a lot of enterprises found it hard to run business and even went bankrupt. So they did not have the capability to renovate these shanties. That's where the government came into play. Since the 1980s, there have been a lot of attempts made to solve the problem, but in vain.
就是抚顺做过一些改造，但当时他们纯粹是市场化的，因为他们财政的力量不够。从78年到2004年这么多年，他们才做了大概78万平方米。按照他们当时那个速度来计算的话，就是抚顺市它需要70年才能把它所有的这个棚户区改造完，力度非常小，速度非常慢。
In 2005, Liaoning provincial government was determined to tackle this problem, which had bothered them for ages. Their proposal was to let the remodeling be directed by the government, but operated by the market.
你比如说，国有工矿棚户区，国家就给了一个1户1万块钱的支持，同时呢，省里又有配套资金，那么地方呢也要进行个配套。那么尤其是近2年。 也就是14、15啊，国家又通过国开行用低息贷款的形式，支持各个地方的棚户区改造。
还有一些需要通过企业去改造，通过企业的资金投入去完成这个改造项目，也达到一种企业把居民安置完了，企业通过房屋销售达到一种资金的平衡。
比如说。 会给社会化运作的开发企业一定的政策上的支持，比如说划拨土地、一些税费的折半，来保证它能够微利，大约在5%左右。
Since 2005, renovation to the Benxi shanty quarters has been going on at different levels from one community to another. Among the first quarters are the ones covering more than 50,000 square meters and most densely populated. They are then followed by easier quarters from the center to the suburb. Meanwhile, Fushun, Shenyang, Anshan, Tieling, and other cities started the remodeling as well. In the past decade, renovation projects have become the buzzword in Liaoning province.
他们把这件事作为一个一把手的1号工程，而且他们动员了他们全省的力量。比如说，省领导就要管几个市，是这么一个层次，然后市长又要管几个区，一层一层把任务分下去了。
Heng Chu started to do the work when he was over 30, and he has done it for 11 years. What cheers him up is that the 11 years of effort is not fruitless. By 2014, most of the shanty quarters in Benxi have been rebuilt. As a result, the overall skyline of the city has changed dramatically.
颜色所圈的范围就是我们公寓改造的一个范围。到10年，我们这个实际上中心城区这一片，我们累计改造了将近75000户。整个城市面貌全部焕然一新。现在整体的平房住宅看不着了，看到都是高楼林立啊，所以整个棚户区改造初期有很大的区别。解决贫困区住房这个课题，在全世界我感觉都是一个很困难的问题。任何一个国家不可能集中拿出这么大的精力，去这么大的资金投入去改善一个项目，所以中国这个棚户区改造工程是很了不起的。
Zijiang Liu is the Director of Engineering Division, Guangshi Zhongbang Urban Housing Investment Corporation Limited. The refurbishing project of Jingguangsha community he is responsible for is nearly completed. It is a large community with a capacity of several thousand households. In this community, some of the homes are dedicated specifically to the residents of the shanty quarters. In the suburb over 10 kilometers from the Jingguangsha community, there is a place called 13 Rows, which is under demolishing. That is a larger village within the city.
那个红房子就是以前我们家住的房子，就那个白色那个墙啊。我10岁那年搬进来的，深圳30年了，几乎雨天也是漏水，像卫生间啊、厨房啊，到处都是漏水。一到下雨天，我们都是用脸盆接着，你要不接着，回来他们都厌了，要做个针做半天。
那一片的房子基本上都是在上世纪50、60年代开工建设，13排很简单，就是原来 煤炭矿务局的13排平房，也就是我们现在所说的棚户区。我们在棚户区里面可以看得见污水横流，房屋的安全质量，包括我们的消防都没有得到很好的保证。一边是我们城市的高楼大厦，一边是我们低矮破旧的棚户区。大家觉得这一块不应该是我们这个年代所应有的居住环境。
In 2010, Guangshi City started to remodel the 13 Rows shanty quarter. In the beginning of the project, the municipal government had expected a series of potential problems, based on which they planned a set of guidelines.
比如说，建房子钱从哪儿来？房子建好了，谁来管？于是我们就搭建了一些平台，通过政府筹集实物资本和货币资本。 就搭建了一个叫众邦城市住房投资有限公司，这样一个建房、管房、融资和具有开发资质的国有的投融资平台。
With such a platform, the project was carried on more efficiently, avoiding many unnecessary disputes. The couple Yin Dai and Hong Zhongluo moved into their new home in 2014. The new home is nearly 100 square meters, over 60 of which is reimbursed as part of their previous home and is free of charge. The additional 30-odd meters was paid off once.
当时那个办公政策是什么呀？1比1的换是吧？
对，1比1套了很，然后超出的平方就是它有一个优惠政策嘛，自己来购买。 5个平方这是3619，然后在另外的5个平方是3919，其余的平方再另外算。
这跟你个人的经济状况。
因为我们想，反正自己还年轻嘛，可以自己再多赚一点嘛，我们就自己借点钱买大一点的，反正慢慢还是吧。只要有手有脚愿意做，那钱是还得清的。再说你就在外面贷款买房子的话，你首付都要20多万，然后还分期贷款，像这个我们只用借个10来万就可以了。
Mr. and Mrs. Luo are still young. That's why they would get a loan for a bigger home. But to old people doing so, it is rather difficult. Therefore, the Huangshi municipal government made a special policy to satisfy their needs.
我们在棚户区改造里面设计了一个机制，就是政府在征收环建的时候，允许唯一住房的低收入家庭，他在选择环建房的时候，可以选择比他环建面积大的房子。那么超出他原来硬环建的那一部分以外的，就跟政府实行共有。按照普通的银行的贷款利息，5%，你的利息一年是14550。 如果交租金，你就交5500一年。你交的租金跟你应交款的那个利息相比，你交房租比交利息合算。你为什么就是2%就现在？
The area of joint ownership can be used by residents if they pay a rent, which is quite minimal and affordable to average families. Although the renovation to the 13-row shanty quarter has not been completed, its humane mechanism is well received by the majority of residents there, providing experiences for renovation projects of other shanty quarters. Forty-two-year-old Chunwei Ma and her husband come to the school entrance of their son at 8 p.m., waiting for their grade 12 son to finish school. Tonight, their son sits in midterm exam. For parents in China, the scores are something they are concerned about the most.
考了几门啊？6门几个人考？差不多，就考了1天了。
The Ma's moved into this new home in 2011. Owning a home had always been their dream. Ma's husband used to work in a company which had promised their employees to allocate welfare homes to them.
他们那个厂因为经营不善嘛，后来就关了嘛。关了之后，那我们的梦想也破灭了。因为我一直等着能给我们分配新房的，然后那个单位倒闭之后嘛，我们的梦想也破灭了。
Every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, Wei Chunma arrives at the office for a meeting on time. After being laid off, they both joined an insurance company as sales representatives. Their incomes are stable, but as housing prices keep rising up, buying a commercial home is beyond their means, as much as they would wish to do so.
回忆那段时间的时候，真的感觉有点心酸的啊。都是年轻人，然后白手起家的，也没有多少积蓄。你说让我买个大房子，真的还是压力挺大的。后来就刚好我们海宁市有那个经济保障房了，然后我们说，哎，我们赶紧申请吧，然后我们就申请了。
The program Chunwei Ma applied for is a type of social security housing program called economical housing. Different from commercial properties, they feature very low prices with the aim to protect low and medium income earners in cities. Anyone meeting the requirements of the local government is eligible to apply. As they met the requirements quite well, Chunwei Ma's application was soon approved.
我们2个人挑了房子也挑了好久，这房子希望是有阳台的，然后是有阳光的，最好2个房间都有阳光的。我们搬进来之后呢，我老公一直说，啊，总算开始有自己的家了，真正的家了，都感觉很好。特别是我孩子也一样的，他就觉得回家了就感觉很温馨的。
Economical houses are the earliest housing program of Social Security nature in China. They have been built in many cities. Due to their low prices, much lower than commercial homes, such homes have been the choice of low and medium income earners. But this type of ownership protection has brought disputes caused by the profit it generated. Since 2008, The country has worked hard to promote welfare housing programs. Construction of affordable homes has been expanded to a large scale. Ling Wang got polio in her childhood, and her left leg was disabled. She does not have a full-time job. Her favorite thing to do is to look after plants and tidy up the rooms.
我也喜欢养花，我喜欢家里到处都是花。我做梦都没想到能够住上这么好的房子，可以，我真的觉得满足了。风不吹雨不晒的，真的蛮好。来了。
我回来了，
累不累？
还行吧。你家里买了个新冰箱呢？
哎，今天刚送来的，待会儿就是你的任务了。
The couple bought a new fridge today. They moved into this welfare home May of this year. Prior to that, the family of 3 had rented a place to live. The breadwinner is her husband, who does odd jobs, which means they could not afford to rent a decent place. In the past dozen years, they have moved over 30 times. Wang Ling could finally end the constant moving, thanks to her joining a WeChat group of local Huangshi disabled people.
这是我们3年举办的社艺培育嘛，我们在那里拍的照片，这是集体照，这是我。群里的朋友他们就告诉我，有的朋友他已经住了廉租房，他们就说像你这样的情况可以申请。后来我就到社区去问了一下，社区就叫我们把需要的材料都交上去了。 那一天，社区主任通知我们去看房子。我一进来，我说：“哇，这么好的房子，我们要住这么好的房子。”
今天都鹅肉出来。
你辛苦了，啊，喂你吃口肉，好吃吧？房租365，但是我们是低保户，有补贴的，可以给我们减免房租。算了一下，可能我们自己每个月还要出100多块钱吧。
In Huangshi, welfare housing follows a categorized subsidy system, where different social groups are subsidized differently.
比如说，一个低保户，他就可以按照他的保障面积享受90%的补贴；一个低收入家庭，我们让他享受80%的补贴；一个普通的外来务工人员和新就业的人员，我们就给他30%的补贴。对于对国家和城市发展做有特殊贡献的，比如说我们的伤残军人。 省部级以上的劳动模范和引进的高科技人才，我们就给他40%的补贴。
Like Huangshi, another city that has done a bold trial of welfare housing system is Hangzhou. Currently, Hangzhou is one of the cities that do not impose restriction of residency in welfare housing application. Si Shengzhu from Tongxiang, Jiaxing, retired and settled down to Hangzhou with his wife to join their son, who teaches in the Zhejiang University, Hangzhou.
这些呢都是卖的，年纪大嘛都这样了，人家老早扔掉了。
As their grandson grows up, the old couple feel that the home appears crowded, so they plan to rent a place for themselves. As there is no limitation of residency when it comes to welfare homes, and the old couple happen to meet the requirements, they submit their application to live in Tianyuan Welfare Community.
搬到公租房里来了，那么这样嘛，已经住了2年了，环境也好。 这里这空气好，现在好多公交车都有了。那么现在出去也比较方便。我经常跟老板说，人住下去，我们就一直住下去。
我们整个过程中都一直在思考这个问题。那建公租房，第一个问题就是给谁住，这首先就是个人的问题。我们设定这3类人群，实际上就是解决给谁住的问题。本地的中等偏下的。 新旧大学生到杭州住房困难，创业人员到杭州可能举目无亲，市场房价难以承受，包括租赁价格。那这几类人群需要给予保障和支撑。
In such a typical immigrant city as Shenzhen, the local government has come up with a welfare housing policy that integrates entrepreneurs from the outside. To make the city more attractive, the local government even allocates quotas to each individual enterprise, through which the welfare housing can reach employees.
多少？41哟。41。
41在哪里？
在这宝宝。
好，把4推出来。
Wei Tao Wang, who has been in Shenzhen for 9 years, applied for his welfare home through his employer.
当时主要是因为公司出了一个邮件，说有这样的一些福利，然后就需要同事可以去申请。然后正好有个同学就搬在我们这一栋的对面，然后就要求我们去他们家参观，然后我们就看了一下，哎，觉得这个小区还确实还不错，然后挺便宜的。当时正好2个因素在一起，我们就申请了。我觉得最吸引我的应该就是价格了，它的价格应该是要便宜很多。 这个应该是吸引我们这一类型人在这边居住的一个最主要的一个因素，当然还有就是环境。
Wei Tao Wang now lives in the largest welfare housing quarter in Shenzhen, where there are over 10,000 units and nearly 40,000 residents. The environment is pleasant, and the matching facilities are in place. Although situations may vary, the government has a strict regulation on the size of welfare homes.
我们这个农业区里面的产品是35平方的、50平方的，占了90%几。其中有一个比较大的户型就是70平方的，它总共的量大概是2.几%。
你的房子很多大？房子应该有49平，略微小了一些。就是我们一家3口住的话，刚好。如果老人来的话，可能就会稍微显局促了一些。 所以，当然从我们自己而言的话，肯定也是过渡。但过渡期能有这样的一个房子的选择的话，我觉得应该也是一个很荣幸的事情。
Yan Qiu, who works as an architect in Hangzhou, applied for a welfare house soon after graduating from her university.
自从后来租了这公租房以后，不是会时不时的关注房管局的那个网站嘛？那他们就在自己就是建立了一个平台，就是自己换房。
As the welfare homes are evenly distributed in Hangzhou, applicants can exchange welfare homes to move to a different location and select homes of a different size.
申请的时候还是大学生没成家。 那么他可能按照我们政策只能是非成堂。那么成家之后，他可以申请1居室。成家2年、3年之后，他有小孩了，3口之家了。那原先1居室可能住的也仓促了，那按照我们政策可以2居室。
Yan Qiu has moved 3 times through swapping during the past 2 years due to changes. First, she lived in a single apartment. As she got married and then had a child, the welfare home she was granted has become bigger and bigger. Now, it is 60 square meters, the largest of its kind in Hangzhou.
在一定程度上，我们田园这个房子会有一些空房会预留出来，供这些如果有情况发生变化的，随时进行调剂使用。所以说，基于缺院这个情况呢，应该是我们政策已经有考虑，而它呢恰巧又符合我们政策，所以我们会在我们能够解决的范围内，尽量的能让他们体会到便利。
入住你只要条件符合的话，我们是3年一个租期。如果我们从建设者、管理者尽量能够从最后的住户角度来考虑问题的，无论是制度设计，还是房源选址，还是管理服务，都会能够矛盾小得多，让老百姓不能说100%每个人都满意，尽量能够达到最大限度的一个满意。
到了今天，应该说我们的管理的制度不断的在完善，机制方式更加灵活，效果当然也是越来越明显。
Through years of efforts, those with local city residency in need of and eligible for welfare housing have basically been approved and assigned to the government-subsidized homes. But for migrant workers with low income, there is still a long way to go.